this is serious. So.
Okay, and what do you think about the charges that are against you right now? I mean, that's not a joke.
Yeah, no, it ain't a joke.
Have you talked to an attorney?
No, I haven't.
What did the Wendy's workers say when you threw that gator?
I don't know. We took off. I think one of the guys in the car just heard her scream. Didn't see a reaction though. We kind of just like threw it in and took off.
So the person you threw it at was your friend or no?
No, it was a different person. But I'm sure he's working there at the time and got a chance to see it. So.
Is this something you've done before?
No, it was nothing we'd done before. So I mean, we didn't really know what we were getting ourselves into when we were doing it. So.
Do you have anything to say to the people at Wendy's?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry for what I did. I mean, just being stupid, not thinking, and obviously I found out what the consequences were, and I got to pay for them, so just...
Does the charges against you, I mean, does that scare you at this point?
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, so that's... Never gonna do this again. So, yeah, all the stupid stuff that I think about doing is over with, so...
And who bailed you out?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
You were able to post your own bond?
Yeah.
We talked with your family and they said you're a prankster. This is sort of the latest joke. How are you feeling about it all?
Yeah, right now it's definitely gonna be the last of anything that I do. Just cause like I figured out like, wow, I'm really in trouble for this. I think my pranking days are over as of today.
Is your friend involved in this at all? Is he in any trouble?
He's not in trouble. I've tried to cover for him the whole time. So he really didn't do anything. He was just riding with me. So I don't see any way for him to get in trouble.
They obviously did see the video though of the two of you actually in the truck together and looking in at the alligator before you went to Wendy's.
Nobody saw the video. I haven't seen the video. Nobody has.
So let me tell you. I walked up to this late. How'd you pick up the gator and decide to do this?
We're just like outdoors kind of people, and just anything we find, we kind of just like catch. Snakes, lizards, anything. And we just saw an alligator and caught it and. We're handling it, and like I said, just ideas started popping, and one thing led to another. So,
and a lot of people that comment on Facebook, social media. I mean, the first thing before we ever talked to your parents, there were a lot of assumptions about drug use and things like that. Did that come into play here at all?
No, absolutely not. I'm lying to any kind of that stuff. It was just purely just prankster stupidity.
And so you never meant to harm anybody, you're saying?
No, absolutely not. I never meant for anybody to get hurt or anything like that. It was a good laugh kind of thing. Yeah.
Do you know how viral this has gone? I mean, I know you've been sitting in the jail. Are you aware?
I have no idea how viral this is right now. Yeah, I've been in here for 2 days, so I've like the past 24 hours or whatever, I have no idea what's going on.
Have you been in touch with your son?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Were you worried about hurting the animal?
No, I mean, alligators are pretty hardy. It's not like I, threw the thing as hard as I could. I put him in there as I knew he was going to land softly on the ground. So, yeah, I did it making sure nothing or nobody was going to get harmed.
And then what'd you guys do? Did you just speed off? Or?
We just took off, pretty much.
Okay.
How big was the gator? They said it was 3.5 feet. Is that true?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was that big. Probably 2.5, 3 feet.
Was it just walking around your car before you went to Wendy's?
Yeah, it was just hanging out in the back seat of the truck. Yeah.
And your parents say obviously you do this stuff all the time. Is there another example of anything similar to this?
As far as like alligators and stuff, I think one time I pulled a prank on a buddy of mine, but that wasn't in public or anything. That was kind of conceited.
Okay. So. And some people had mentioned that this happens like in Waxahachie. Some people like to do this. That grabbing a gator and throwing it at somebody or putting it in somebody's bed is the thing to do when you have spare time.
Yeah, it's definitely not a city of Palm Beach thing. It's definitely out west, Waxahachie, Belgrade is where you tend to get the people who like to do stuff like that.
And has that ever happened to you before?
Not that I am aware of. Yeah.
So you're live right now. We're doing a Facebook Live thing. Do you have something to tell everyone? Because people have been following this and they just have so many questions for you. Like, why would you do this?
Just I got in a lot of trouble for doing this, so I definitely don't recommend doing it. Like I said, this is probably the last time I'm gonna do this. So yeah, basically.
Tell me the moment you realized how much trouble you were in, and what did you think when they first told you that charge of assault with a deadly weapon, intent less than murder? Could you believe what you were hearing?
No, I couldn't. I was freaking out, honestly. I had no idea those charges could have been for that stunt. So.
And when did you find that out?
Yesterday morning, I think, is when they called me for the warrant and everything.
And you just said, yeah, it was me, or you admitted to it?
Yeah, I absolutely admitted to it. I knew, like I said, I knew what I did was stupid. I wasn't going to try and run away from it or hide it or anything. You know, there wasn't going to be any point. I just, said I just need to go ahead and deal with this right now and get it done, taken care with, and get it behind me.
When's your next court date?
I think March 31st.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Anything else you want to say to everyone watching? There are a lot of people watching.
Nah, not really. Yeah, that's all I got to say. You guys are good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
You have a.
All right, so everyone, we're outside the Palm Beach County Jail right now. That was the guy who FWC officials say was responsible for throwing the gator into the drive-thru window at Wendy's. Came out, talked to us, and said he realizes this was a huge mistake, doesn't plan to do anything like this. He admitted that, yeah, he is a prankster, and those days of joking seem to be over for him here. All right.
I'm sure you'll hear from some of it again.
Yeah, okay.
Have a good one.
All right, you too, guys.
Alright guys, we're going to end this Facebook Live because now we have to get ready for our next live hit on this story. We'll see you then. Bye.